Hey Insomniacs, hey Parrotheads, it's Ed. Welcome to what I hope to be a brand new feature here on this channel, a new podcast. We have our comic book one called What's on the Rack, and we also have our horror one called Asian Horror Bento Bits, where we're taking a look at Asian horror movies in chronological order. We have a long way to go on that one. We haven't barely started. But this one I'm really excited about. When Jimmy Buffett passed last week, it really hit me hard. I was a huge, and still am, a huge parrot head, and it's got me kind of scratching my head like, okay, where do we go from here? So, I've been spending a lot of time on the Buffett News Facebook group. Hey guys. And it's really helped a lot. I've been talking to a lot of cool people, and we're all kind of in the same boat. Like, well, what do we do now? And we have all these great memories of Jimmy. I never got to meet him. I barely can touch the number of concerts that I went to compared to a lot of fans. I saw him twice. I saw him on the Bama Breeze tour, and I saw him on the summer school tour, and so much fun, so much fun. But it got me thinking, what can I do to give back? What can I add to this that hasn't already been said? And maybe this stuff has been said, but we're going to give it a go. This is Take Another Road, Movies for Parrotheads. So, what is this exactly? Well, we're going to take a look at some movies that I think represent the Margaritaville style, the wandering adventurer, the New Orleans slant of movies. Some obviously we will hit the beach with some bikini babes and other things. We'll go into some horror stuff because the things Jimmy were afraid of were vampires, mummies, and the Holy Ghost. So we'll definitely touch upon that. I have things planned out so far through October, and it's really going to be exciting. And we're going to take a look at these movies, and maybe it'll open up another avenue of adventure. Imagination is such a big part, and Jimmy was such a great storyteller, and he could really weave a tale. And I'm trying to find some movies that will weave a good tale also. Some of them may be B movies, and they may be worse than B movies, but we're going to still watch them. I mean, I'm going to watch them so you don't have to, and then you can decide if you want to go ahead and watch them. Like I said, I am a huge Jimmy Buffett fan. I've been a fan since the 90s. We used to go to Virginia Beach, and there was like a beach bar, and there was a guy in there who was playing Jimmy Buffett music. His name was Warren Seaberg. And that was actually my introduction to Jimmy's music. I knew Margaritaville, obviously, but that was about it. I was a heavy metal kid growing up. Kiss, Alice Cooper, Ozzy Osbourne, but Jimmy's music it touched something. Cheeseburger in Paradise, and there was a whole bunch of other stuff. And me and my buddy Dave, with my family, went back to Virginia Beach a couple times, and we just had so much fun at that beach bar, and it just solidified my love for Jimmy. Ended up from there. I got the Yellow Greatest Hits, and Fruitcakes was I think the newest CD that was out at the time, and it grew on me. And I got the box set, and I got the live one with You'll Never Work in This Business Again, and then I got the Live by the Bay VHS, and by then I was hooked. And I remember showing my dad the Live by the Bay concert, and boy oh boy did I make a parrot head out of him. So that was awesome. And him and I, he went to both concerts with me. We listened to a ton of Jimmy Buffett music camping. Like, Jimmy and my dad kind of are like that in my mind. They just go together. So, I can't think of one without thinking of the other. My daughter, we grew up, my little parakeet, on some Jimmy's music. She loved doing fins, even if her left was right and her right was left. And she would walk up to the radio and say, play Bumbo, Bumbo. She wanted to hear I would play for Gumbo from the Gulf Shores show. And then we would dance around the kitchen. And my wife went to the second show with us. And my mom, she has, over the years, started to enjoy his music. And she gets how much I love him, as she is a huge Bee Gees fan. And, she loves them. And she gets the love of the brand. And she's been to a ton of the Margaritavilles. I've been to a few. I've been to Mohegan Sun and New Orleans when they were open, and then we've been up to Syracuse, and my mom and dad have been to a ton of them. My dad passed about 2 years ago, and Jimmy's music obviously helped me through that, and now I'm still searching for answers in Jimmy's music today. And you know what? Maybe we'll find some answers in these movies as well. It's just going to be a really fun podcast. I'm going to try not to take it too seriously because, Jimmy never took anything too seriously. Everything had a little bit of tongue-in-cheek in it, but he also had a lot of introspect in his music as well. And I think a lot of his earlier material is some of the greatest written stuff, songwriting ever. And I think some of his later stuff is some of his best writing as well. So we're going to try to tie them in together. We're going to watch a movie, or we're not going to watch a movie. I'm going to watch a movie, and I'll tell you what the movie is, and you can check it out if you want as well. You'll know a week ahead of time what the following week's flick is going to be. And then I'm going to try to tie it into a Jimmy Buffett song or some kind of message from Jimmy as well. But the main reason that I'm doing this is because we're all hurting. And we've all been through so much. We miss Jimmy. We really do. And if this can help some of you and me get through this time together, and, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say that we're all here. And let's see what we can do about, smiling again and keeping that party going that Jimmy wanted us to. That's what he mentioned that from what I hear. I think I read it in Delaney's letter that her dad wanted the party to continue. And, in my little way, I'm going to try to. And we're going to look at some movies and have some fun. So we're going to start next week with the first actual movie. I just kind of wanted to do the introduction and get that out of the way. So next week we can just jump right into the movie. And it is going to be a movie that Jimmy is in. And I'm so excited. I remember when I saw the trailer for this, I think it was last year, and I so wanted to see it, and I just said, we got some thunderstorms coming. And I didn't get a chance to see it yet, so I'm really looking forward to next week to watching it. And I'm letting you know now so you can maybe track down a copy, or maybe you've already seen it. It's Jazz Fest, a New Orleans story. I love New Orleans, and I have so wanted to go to Jazz Fest. I listen to WWOZ's coverage of it every year, and I make a YouTube playlist, which if you go through some of my playlists on my channel here, you'll probably find my couple WWOZ Jazz Fest playlists. I love that music, and I love Jimmy, and we're going to delve into Jazz Fest, and we'll talk about it next week. That's so your homework. If you want homework, because even though summer school is over, we only have 2 courses. We have Girls 101 and Beer 102. We're going to do Movies 103, with apologies to Jimmy. He would like movies. He would like it. So next week, Jazz Fest, a New Orleans story, our first review, and we're going to see how that is. So until next week, everybody, I look forward to talking with you about this. Please give this channel, or subscribe to this channel if you're new here. Please, I'd love for you to be a part of this journey, and make sure you hit the little notification bell so you know when the new episodes are going to hit. Also, give us a comment below about Jimmy. Let me know how you're feeling about all this. Let me know if you think this is a good idea. Maybe it's a bad idea. I want to hear the good and the bad on this. But I just want you to know that what you are feeling, I am definitely feeling too. And if this can, brighten up your day even a tiny bit, let's do it, okay? Let's see what we can do. Let's have some fun. That's what Jimmy would want us to do, and we'll see where it goes. All right, so give this video a like if you're on board for this. Comment below, and we'll see you next week for our first real episode of Take Another Road, Movies for Parrotheads. Until next week, fins up, bubbles up. Hang in there. See you soon.